It's Lily Amanda for Portrait Creatives. In this episode, we are going to talk about how to remove people or objects from a photo in Adobe Photoshop. Now, Adobe has some fantastic tool that can remove just about anything within a few seconds. So let me take you into Photoshop, and we have this photo over here. It's a nice landscape photo. It was shot in Malta. If we want to remove this person in the photo, there are a few ways to approach it, and we're going to try out all of them to see which one works the best. First one, let's go for very old-fashioned lasso tool. And I'm just going to select the subject and also the shadow. Okay, there you are. And then I'm going to content-aware fill. You can see that's a little preview about what you would do, the Photoshop. Okay, so let's say it's not a bad job at all. So I will minimize this area actually. A better selection would let Photoshop do a better job. This is not bad actually. Let me click OK. So you will see that's what content aware fill would do. I think we can do better than this, so I'm going to delete this layer. And then I'm going to select and subject. Okay, so that is pretty good, but I want to have a wider selection, so I'm going to select modify and expand. Let's say I want 20 pixels more. I click OK, and you will see it's expanded. I'm going to use Lasso Tool and hold on to Shift key because I can see the shoes over here hasn't got a good selection, and we take care of the shadow later. Okay, it's selected. I'm going to edit content aware fill to see what it can do. So it does a little bit better job now because it's better selection. We can see over here, it's not bad at all. Okay, so this one I will click OK. So you understand, when you have a better selection of things you want to remove, Photoshop can do a better job. And because the edges aren't very good, so I'm going to try to use other tools. I'm going to merge to a new layer. So it's Command, Alt, Shift, and E. I'm going to use Patch tool to see if it can help me out with better work. Okay, so I'm going to drag it to, okay, that's pretty good, right? So there you are. I'm just drag it randomly. And just, so that's a very good job. But you see the repeat pattern over here, and I would just go into detail, trying to just remove those details out. Very easy to spot their repeat pattern, okay? And also here, we need a little bit of work. Let me just drag this side. Okay, and then I can just clone it. Okay, that's pretty good. I think I will leave it as this. It looks okay to me. So now just the shadow we have to take care of. And then I'm going to Lasso Tool and select this area. And then I'm going to edit content aware fill. Okay, you can see it does really good job now. So almost you can't tell the differences. It's pretty good unless you go in to find, oh, maybe something are not matching. But overall, this is impressive. This is really, really good. Okay, I might want to fix this area. Let's see if we can do something about it. Let's just see Patch tool. Let's see if we can do something. Okay, so that looks more believable now. Let me just remove this. Let's have a look. So that looks tons better. That's just how you can remove the subject from landscape photo. Let me show you another example. For example, if I want to remove him from this photo, and again, I will go to select subject, or another method you can use is from here, object select tool. You can also use this one and just select the object. Basically, you tell Photoshop, this is my subject I want to remove. It can be this rock or anything, okay? But for Photoshop, the subject has to be the main subject. If it's from select, subject. This have to be the main subject. And this one, object, it can be anything. Okay, that's the difference. And then again, let me see the selection. It's pretty good, but the watch is not selected. Let me just include the watch. And then I'm going to expand the selection. Modify, expand. Let me do 20 pixel again. Okay, and then I'm going to edit content aware fill. There you are, it's disappeared, it just disappeared. And then click OK. And let's have a look at the selection. If you zoom out, you don't really see it until I zoom in. They are something we have to fix over here. Okay, so let me just merge to one layer. Command Shift and Option E. Opacity 100, flow 100. I'm using Clone Stamp tool. And I'm gonna sample here and trying to line up this area. Like this. Let me just trying to see if I can get away with that. Just clone here. I'm gonna sample over here. Okay, so that's connected. Clean up a little bit like debris or something. I'm going in to edit this area because that doesn't look quite right. Let me just see before and after so I have a better picture about what's going on. Okay, right, so we need to patch all these. Come into here, perhaps make it more believable. Okay, right, so that looks tons better. Tons better. Okay, so also over here, let's just remove. Over here. Okay, like this. Okay, so that looks fantastic actually. If we zoom out, it's really, you can't tell the difference, right? Okay, so here, if I want to fix this part, I would just do something like this to match. So that looks pretty good. I'm very impressed with all these tools using nowadays in Photoshop. They really are doing a great job. That just another sample of how to remove the subject in photos. Go ahead, try different tools. For example, the object selection tool, or you can go to select object or focus area. You can play around with this tool and use patch tool to smooth the area to look more believable. This is just today's tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you find value out of it, please give it a thumbs up, and we will be uploading more helpful tutorials. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out any. And I'll see you in the next video.